Hey guys, how are you all? Episode number 7 starts now and we are told about Peter how he wants to spend his life with Lovelia. And also promises that he will spend his life with her and will never betray her, but the situation is much worse because there are many girls behind him. And Peter is crying a lot after thinking about all these things, and with this brief recap, we start the episode where the guild master is telling everyone how the goblins' invasion has happened. And whatever they do, they have to save everyone, and then they send people according to different groups. And then we see that Peter and Lovelia are in different groups, which is why they have to go separately. But before leaving, they say good luck to each other and also talk a little romantically. And here they both leave in their own way with their group. Even the members of the group are very excited, and on the other scene, we see a village, where all the goblins are attacked everyone. And all the female goblins were climbing the male and they understood what was happening there. Tim tells that the female goblins have to hold them alive and kill them, and then it is explained that the female goblins have come to give them an upstream time, that's why they attack the males. And the males here are very scared and try to hide, and the other side of the field is also there to save them. And after seeing this, everyone gets very happy and Peter starts knocking out all the goblins. In the other scene, we see Orc sisters, because they are very confident, and here they start attacking all the goblins and not to capture them. On the other scene, the vegan uses his forbidden magic. This is the magic that he used on Peter, so you understand what is going on here. And the other side of the piglet is also not behind anything, and he was just calming down his anger after killing the goblins. And Peter is also very surprised. In the other scene, we see Antonio, who tries to kill all the goblins, but the goblins are all stuck on him and things get really bad, and where Antonio is, he apologizes to his girlfriend Michi. In the other scene, we can see that some goblins have brains, and when they know about Peter, they have a bad idea. They have a low belly, and then we see a scene in the morning where a lot of goblins are captured, and here they are deciding what to do with him. Then the team tells that the people and soldiers are suggesting that they should reduce their population in the last time. And Peter doesn't agree after hearing this, because he can't let history repeat. He says something, and then the vegan and the Mimi catch him, and then they take him to the house behind him. And the situation here is getting really bad. On the other side, Lovelia is shown to be the one who was surrounded by goblins. And when he reaches the news, the guy who is Peter is completely out of the wall. And he leaves the house at full speed to save Lovelia. Peter, when he reaches there, sees a member of the group of Lovelia. And when he comes to ask something, he immediately tells Peter to look up, where there were even more superior goblins, and after seeing them, Peter gets very surprised. The goblins had the plan that they would offer Peter their queen. And Peter is ready to fight here, but then he takes out his trump card. And he took Lovelia to the hostage, and after seeing this, Peter can't do anything. And he quietly surrenders, but Lovelia tells Peter that you don't do this. You should think about people, but Peter doesn't do anything. And here Peter is also tied up, but one goblin is very surprised after hearing Peter's name. But then we see a scene after a while where Peter and Lovelia are captured together. And here Peter makes Lovelia look at himself, because the situation was very bad there. Because the goblins were completely on the male, and here Peter assures Lovelia that you don't worry. We will leave safely from here, and I won't let anything happen. But then Peter is brought back, and here the goblins start telling Peter that they are going to offer him. But Peter tells Lovelia that you don't worry, I won't surrender in front of anyone. After hearing this, Lovelia is very happy, but on the other scene, the other goblins are very doubtful. And here Peter is thinking that the subordinates are very beautiful. Besides, the queen will also be very beautiful. But as soon as she reaches in front of the queen, her mind gets broken, because the queen will be able to see. But then the scene is cut and we see the group of Peter, which is very worrying that Peter was also taken by them. And Peter can be so weak, but then they decide to save Peter. And the girls are not motivated to not let Peter go with any other girl. And here they go to save Peter. On the other side, we see Peter, who was locked up in a place by the goblins. And here they are threatened, and here Peter was feeling disgusted. Because he did it with the queen, and the scary thing was that Peter enjoyed all this. And here he starts feeling disgusted, and he starts saying that he has to leave this place. And then he goes to goblins, and then we see that the goblins were helping Peter to get out. Peter tells him to help me get out of here, but the goblins refuse to leave. And Peter tells Peter that he doesn't remember who I am and he refuses to leave. And then he tells the goblins that he is Gobuko, and Peter gets surprised. And then we see Peter meeting Gobuko a long time ago, when he was very young, and here Gobuko was happily spending his life with Peter and his sister. But as a result of the bandits' attack, they took him away. And the story of them is also over. Gobuko tells him that the queen was the one who raised me. And Peter apologizes to her that he couldn't protect him at that time, because he was not strong at that time, and after listening to this, Gobuko tells him that there is no fault in this. And then Peter starts talking to Gobuko about the family. He starts talking about saving Lovilia, that they are family and that's why they should help him. And after listening to this, Gobuko gets very happy that they are family. And here he agrees to help, and they start leaving from there. On the other side, Peter's group is shown, which reached there. And the meaning here is that they start shouting like mad. And they start closing their mouths, because there were a lot of goblins from the other side. And the two of them are very close, because there were a lot of goblins from the other side. And the two of them start blushing, and she tells that the queen has turned on her pheromones, which is why her hormones are triggering, and she starts closing her Peter. Which also shocked Peter, and she tells him that we are family. Please don't do this, and listen, Gobuko is a little calm. But the hormones that are a little more here, and the situation here gets very bad. But on the other hand, we can see that the group is giving a trap to Mimi in which they all start falling down, and under them, not just Peter and Gobuko, they fall down. And here they all fall down on Peter, but as soon as the girls see Peter and Gobuko's situation, they start getting very angry on Peter, and here they even abuse him a lot. But Tim also tells them to calm down because some people were coming there, and then we can see that there is a masked man, and after seeing him, Tim tells that this is Kenji, a goblin master who handles goblins in a very good way, and the goblins here were not even attacking him. And after seeing this, Peter gets so angry that they can finally calm down the goblins. And Tim tells that if he doesn't have any idea, then they will have to exterminate the goblins' population. And after hearing this, Gobuko gets very surprised, but then he tells that they will have to give the goblins, which they are asking for. And this is a very simple solution, but he tells something else before that. Someone attacks Kenji from behind, and the Kenji here gets knocked out. And all the goblins here surrounded them. And after seeing this, Peter gets very angry because now he will have to save Lovilia. And after hearing this, all the females here tell Peter that you leave here, we will take care of them. And after hearing this, Peter gets a little shocked, but then he runs away with Gobuko to save Lovilia. When they reach, Gobuko gives the key, but as Peter takes the Lovilia out, before that, someone comes over, and after seeing this, everyone gets very shocked, and this episode ends like this. So that's all for today's video. Until then, bye.